Please call the meeting to order.
If Jones can be on time for a kickoff, why isn't he here so we can kick off this meeting?
He must have had things to do, Radley.
Nope, but I had things to carry.
I guess the meeting is called to order.
Mr. Singh is having a clearance sale at his sporting goods store, and he's selling all this stuff at cost.
That's great!
No, it's awful. He's having the sale because he has to go out of business.
You'll have to proceed to an alternate location to acquire the accoutrements of your diversions.
Yeah, and I'll have to go to some other store for my sports equipment.
That too. Does he have different gear for different seasons?
Yeah, like skiing stuff for winter and surfboards for summer?
He's got that part down, but those things are expensive. A surfboard can cost hundreds of dollars, and skis are even more expensive.
Price can always be a problem in generating sales volume.
Not enough families can afford to buy that stuff, so they just rent skis up at the slopes.
How much do they charge to rent skis up there?
$40.
Sounds like we might be closing in on a solution. By the time a skier gets to the slopes, he's already committed his vacation time and he's come a long way to get there. There may be little or no competition up there, and the rental shops can charge whatever they want. Mr. Singh could rent out equipment here in town for a far lower price. By renting skis for $30, for example, he can attract a lot of customers used to paying higher.
Hey, he'd only have to rent out the skis 7 times to make the money he'd make from selling them.
Of course, Mr. Singh would need a system for keeping track of the equipment, pay to maintain it, and they'd need to set aside part of his store just for rentals.
But he'd probably get more customers.
And all those rental customers might buy other stuff while they're in the store, like hats and mittens.
He could do the same with surfing, golf, and scuba gear in the summer.
I'll tell Mr. Singh he'd better get over to the stationery store.
Why the stationery store?
So he can return those going out of business signs.
How's Mr. Singh's rental business going, Jones?
Great. Hey, let's go get some pizza.
Yeah, maybe we can convince the pizza guy to just rent out pizza.
Mr. Buffett suggested an alternate business plan, not an alternate universe.
You're right, Radley. Remember, it's always good to think of alternative ideas and new ways of doing things.
And now, here's words from Warren.
Hey kids, Warren Buffett here. Managers of a business are constantly faced with roadblocks on how to grow their business or what to do when competition increases. The best businesses are always thinking of alternative ideas and new ways to do things. Thinking of alternative ideas and new ways of doing things is important in everyday life. Sometimes when we do something the first time, it will not work out the way we expect. You should be flexible and think of other ways of making something work. So remember, it's always good to think of alternative ideas and new ways of doing things. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you'll earn.